you guys up there, you all practice together all the time, but you get a chance to close out a game like that, on the road and do it together.
I mean, it's great. I think that's what we practice for, is to win games. And so it's good to be able to go out there and, execute what we've been working on.
What's it like for you? How do you feel now compared to where you were last season and during this team?
I mean, I feel great. I feel like, I'm closer to the guys. I feel like I understand the game a little bit more. I feel my body's better. I feel like the team as a whole is, more dialed in, and that we, come in ready to, try and have another successful year.
After all the experience you were able to get last season, how did you kind of internalize that information and use it in the off season? What was that like for you?
I mean, it was good. I think it was able to really, take some pieces and figure out what I need to do for myself to get better, and to, best way for me to help the team, for myself. And so being able to go into, summer league and August, and the time we had away it was great self reflection time.
That it? Thanks,
All right.
BC.
Thank you.
But there seemed to be some really nice connection and cohesion offensively, particularly to start the game. What did you like best about some of the touch passing, interior passing, and that kind of thing that you had?
Yeah, I thought the spacing created all that. We were really sharp in terms of getting the spots and then moving to windows, which has been a huge emphasis for us in camp. And I thought that showed up, and then the guys made good decisions when we got into those situations. But I thought we were super sharp on that end of the floor. The other end of the floor, not quite as sharp. And then I thought they were really hot to start the game. They made a bunch of contested threes and made us pay for any little mistake. But generally, I thought it was another step forward for us. Got some good stuff on film that we can learn from and keep moving forward here.
In addition to that spacing, I just wanted to drill in on like a case and play where he goes baseline, has that Nash dribble, and he kind of is able to drop off a bounce pass back to Hart. Was there anything in that play that you kind of see as a step forward for Kaysen, or Kaysen's connection, Hart's connection with the guys? If anything about that play particularly stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's just Kaysen's continued growth as a ball handler. I thought that really showed up in the first half, even with Shea and AC and Lou and Hart out there. He'd made some really nice plays early in that game. And then it goes back to what I just said about the spacing and the windows. Hart on that play really found space. Kaysen extended the play and then delivered a nice pass. But I thought that was an example of where I thought we were pretty sharp on a lot of those plays.
A lot of different guys on notice throughout the game. And just with an archetype of player like that, just how valuable is it for those guys to get those minutes against him too?
Yeah, we get good reps on him. He's obviously a very tough cover. And I thought there were some plays, especially even in the second half, where we were late to our spots, and he really made us pay. And then we made that correction in the third quarter, midway through the third, and then we made it a little bit harder on them. Forced them into some passes and jump shots, and he had a turnover on one of them. So there was even some progress inside the game there. But I thought generally that was a good look for us.
Anyone else? Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.